10 recipes to please our time-traveling Nazi overlords.
Hot styles for your Nazi girl summer.
Let's get started.
Kind of like an open world Wolfenstein almost, right? It's kind of the vibes that I'm getting. You got the kick. You even have a sock. Hey, Arch, got the European flair with a soccer ball or a football, if you will.
A football, indeed.
Yes, yeah. You feeling good about this?
Why must it be our culture ruined by this?
Okay, let's go keep playing here. I know that was a little loud. Sorry about that. Power ups. Big old jump shots and shotguns. We even have a rocket jump. Look at that. Too Many Effing Nazis. That's the game right here. Wishlist it over on Steam. So, general thoughts on the trailer here. This has, let's see, 4.3 million views over on X.
I'm pretty sure this was made in AI. I'm pretty sure this was made by Grok code.
One of the, and there may be something to that. Now,
my main takeaway from that is I'm just assuming that this is probably about us, is what I'm imagining. That's what I'm imagining. That this isn't like we're talking the 40s NZs there. That this is just a skin for really, they would like a little bit of maybe a different kind of emblem on the attire, maybe starting with an M, ending with an A. That's what this feels like. I don't know if I'm wrong on that, but that's what it feels like.
Well, I don't know if there's anything overtly in the game about this, but when you go to the Indie Devs TikTok page, and you see the community manager here, I don't think anybody else is going to be talking about this. Let's hear what this homeboy has to say about it. If I can, where's the audio? Why aren't you playing?
Been running a fundraiser all month long over on our Twitch.
Oh God!
It's John with Halftone Gaming. I just wanted to hop on here and let y'all know that we've been running a fundraiser all month long over on our Twitch. For Pride Month, we've been raising money for the Trevor Project. They're a great organization that provides fantastic crisis.
I don't know what's going on, but you get the idea.
Yeah, we got
He's
it.
a Bluey fan of Disney.
Yeah,
he does look like he's going to go watch the Bluey show at Disney by himself, doesn't he? Over here. So they are huge when it comes to the Pride.
We're live several nights a week, and the best way to know when we're live
whatever.
is
Okay, you get the gist. You know what's going on.
I would bet so much money that that it wouldn't shock me if he left the code in such an easy shape for people to modify the skins of the enemies there, so that it could be whatever you want. But he didn't do anything. That's my thing. And so these things are kind of make me nervous because, again, you can see the anger there, and they want you dead. I can't say for this guy. Look, this guy did make just a NZ game, so to be clear. But boy, it just doesn't feel like that to me. It's the whole too many, meaning he feels like he is being bombarded by them, and it's time to make a video of showing how much rage he has back. It is a way of decompressing by murdering all of these people. So it does make me a little nervous.
Arch, any thoughts on Too Many Effing Nazis?
I mean, it's a bit of a good old-fashioned Mott and Bailey, because they're always going to argue that it's just Nazis, and they do look like just Nazis.
They are correct. Yes.
Yep. But this is also, I remind you, this is literally what I talked about in my video on the alt-right playbook, where they provide us with the definition of a white supremacist, which is anyone who is white. Again, they don't like you very much.
Yeah. To be clear, free speech and everything, Godspeed, make your game and stuff. I'm certainly not saying that. It just the motives here do make me a little alarming.
Yeah. The response to this is exactly what you think it is. It just kind of feels a little, based off of what you're seeing here, there's also some there's just so much in here that people like kind of calling out, and they're really excited about this. It looks like our trailer of ours popped off. Well, hello to all our new followers and fans. Figures right, and they use it to promote the other games over here. This person points out like your lack of follow growth indicates botting, right? The idea that they botted this up, and a lot of people have been very, very clear as to what's happening with this. By the way, this is they have a game called TMFN, and that is, I don't know if that's accurate or not, but you can read that for what it is right here. Don't know if that's true or not, but interesting. So
I don't even think they're botting. Like I do think this is probably mostly organic, but the thing is, it's going to be the same as 1348's EX Voto, where they go like, because you can capture the attention of the wider market, in this case, the progressive audience, but they'll never show up to actually play your game. They'll virtue signal about it on Twitter, but they won't actually play it because they don't have any interest in video games.
Well, this has 4 million views over on X, and that has generated into about 7,000 wish lists over on Steam. So the ratio is not great when it comes to that.
Even then, didn't Xvoto have like 100,000 wish lists or something, and that turned into 100 people?
Yes, yeah, there was like nobody. Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. Wish lists that's like the new virtue signal almost. Like, look at how great I am. I want this game over here. If you go to their Steam page, they actually don't have an X account listed on there. As a matter of fact, previously they had entirely quit X because it just wasn't a place for them. It just was not something that they could deal with over here. So if you go to their X account, or I'm sorry, go to their Blue Sky account, you can see that they were really happy with the reaction to the trailer, especially here on Blue Sky. You can likely imagine how our trailer reveal is going over on X over here. So people have been talking about this. So more of the same. Like I said, hey, freedom of speech, do your thing. We'll see how well your game sells. You've kind of kicked the hornet a little bit, or kicked the hornet's nest a little bit. With your thought process.
It's a genius move that they probably didn't know was genius, because again, like, you get a comment like mine, right, that's saying like, boy, this feels weird, and then they quite accurately get to say like, why are you associating yourself with that, right? Like, it's a perfect comeback. Yes. So it's a brilliant play if that's what they were trying to do. So hey, listen, the game actually does not look half that bad. That was kind of cool that you could shoot the ground and fly in the air. That was
rocket
pretty
jumps,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.